Hello, welcome my friends to the Beardedeurofan, that's me. For today's episode, I will going to do the review for the Polish entry for Eurovision 2022, which will be represented by singer Ochman with the song River. Poland seems like it's looking to reinvent himself this year, taking into account what happened in the last festival with the ride Rafał gave us, which didn't impress too much. And all that without saying a word about the controversy happened about his internal selection by the Polish bully broadcaster. This year it seemed like they were going to use an internal selection again, but turned out they weren't able to make a decision on the artist, so they decided instead to launch a new national final to choose the Polish representative that will travel to Turin. Let's see who's about. Christian Ochman, known mostly as Ochman, is a classical crossover singer, born in the United States from Polish parents and currently lives in Poland. He comes from a family with a musical tradition by his paternal side. His father played the synthesizer in the band Rose Europe, and his grandfather, Wisław Ochman, is a famous opera singer in Poland. A curious fact is that, thanks to his grandfather, he starts vocal studies at a very well-known music academy in Katowice after finishing high school studies in the United States. He rises to fame in 2020 with his participation in the 11th season of the Polish version of The Voice, joining the team of former Eurovision entrant Michel Szpak, from where he came out as the winner of the competition and signs a recording contract beginning his musical career. His self-titled debut studio album was released on last November, which is currently topping the charts in Poland. Then after early this year, he appears among the 10 candidates for the new national final. Let me try to pronounce this well. Tu widzę serce Europy, wybieramy hit na Eurowizję. I hope it was right at least. Okay, so let's move forward. The show took place last February, where Ochman qualified to the super final with other two participants at the first round of voting from both the public and the jury. And then, in their super final after the second round of voting, Ochman is declared winning, especially thanks to the televoting, winning the ticket to Turin. Now, after having a brief background of Ochman, now he comes to review according to what he has presented in the official music video of the song. The melody is expected of what it's used to listen in this kind of classical crossover songs, with a blend of symphonic music and opera with popular music. I can't deny that the voice of this guy is really powerful, predominant during all the performance of the song, having get all my attention. I will say, as vocalist, he has tenor and countertenor skills, especially by the very high notes he sang in the chorus and the bridge. The lyrics in this case describes as a metaphor the fact that sometimes we're sick of dealing with too many situations, and we just want the river takes us away. In fact, Ochman resumes it in this way. In a world where most are under a great amount of stress, we tirelessly plan and think about our future. We feel this lingering doubt about where that future leads. River is about how we want, as well as deserve, a break from all that noise. To be honest, I cannot agree more. The message behind the song in this case is that you do not have to plan everything. That although it's not bad thinking about the future, we cannot let it all revolve around it, because then we'll forget to live the present day. As he used to say, the past is gone and the future is uncertain, so we must value the present. Analyzing the official music video, the plot is developed in a single thread. He first appears arriving to a sort of an abandoned mansion in the middle of a forest. Then he is in a large living room with plastic covered furniture as some people dressed in black, covering their faces with a kind of tulle of the same color. These people are surrounding him during the first verse, while in the chorus they are walking inside the living room often clashing with him. I will say these people represent our worries and problems that frequently clash our mind, which gives us the stressing feelings described somehow in the song. With the second verse and the chorus, he walks through the mansion following a girl dressed in black too, but wearing a white fabric in her face. There is a moment where she stops walking and he takes off the white fabric from her face. I will refer that this girl, in opposite to the rest of the people with him before, represents that thought warning us somehow that we should stop overthinking. During the bridge, there are intermittent shots of him seated on a pile of misarranged chairs, along with shots of the river, apparently very close to the mansion, and the forest in darkness. This is the climax of the music video. I think it's like that moment when we burst out, that escape ball that let go of all the anger, the sadness, and the frustration, and it's quite intense. At the end of the music video, he then goes out of the mansion, escaping from everything to get inside the river, although this is not explicitly seen, but it's supposed that he does, and let it carry him away just like in the first verse of the song, making a summary of all what I have commented. The Polish entry is truly promising. In fact, it's currently one of the big favorites this year. During his performance in the national final, the staging was based on him and the instrument players and backing singers joining him in the stage. It could be said maybe it was a very static staging, but here, what is really outstanding about everything is his operatic voice. We must take in count that to sing opera, there's a lot of vocal training behind, besides the breathing and diaphragm control, and it could look simple to do at first sight beyond the innate talent, but it really doesn't. So he obviously cannot move himself too much, and that's praiseworthy. However, I'm still curious how is going to be his staging in touring. If he will maintain it like in the national final, or if he's going to do any changes. In any case, there's no doubt he will do that flawless performance. And you, what do you think about the Polish entry for this year? Leave your comments below and then we will keep the discussion. And this is it for today's episode. Before I go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications, and follow me through my social media as well. Take care and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.